Welcome to Ignite Success with First Coast Women. I'm Snowden McFall, your host, professional speaker, and author. Here you're going to meet terrific women who kindle new ideas, spark change, and fire up our community. We have a great show for you today with innovations. You're going to learn on the healthcare front in our Fuel the Fire segment about oncoplastic surgery for breast cancer patients. You're going to learn all about what's happening in the Cathedral District from Ginny Myrick of Myrick Policy Center. You're also going to learn all about what's happening at Players by the Sea. And you're going to learn some things about curbing your loneliness so that you're more effective, happier, and live longer. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Ignite Success.
When buying a home, the scary part is what you can't see. That's why the certified inspection experts at Home Pro Inspections use advanced thermal imaging cameras to see the invisible, like moisture in walls, hot electric wires, and missing insulation. And for your protection after the inspection, Home Pro Inspection includes a free 90-day warranty protection against system failures, sewer line failure, and the appearance of mold. That's peace of mind. Call Home Pro Inspections at 268-8211 or visit gohomepro.com.
Welcome to the Blazing Trails segment of Ignite Success. Today I have with me a very impressive woman, Ginny Myrick from Myrick Policy Group. Ginny has been a mover and a shaker in the Jacksonville area for some time. She was a city councilwoman. She worked under Mayor Delaney. She's been at Holland and Knight, and she's had her own company for a long time, and she's doing some very exciting things in Jacksonville. Welcome, Ginny. I'm so glad to have you. So tell us about what's going on in Jacksonville that you're directly involved in.
The Cathedral District is a huge project that we've undertaken. It's 36 blocks of downtown, northeast section of downtown, and we're essentially revitalizing the neighborhood.
That's fantastic. So what is going to happen with those 36 blocks?
Well, we've only been in existence for about a year and a half, and the first year we acquired a city block.
Oh, great.
And we're going to build 122 mixed income apartments on that parcel.
So that means that people of all different levels will be able to interact with each other, and it will help lift the area economically. Is that correct?
Right. Mixed income residential is an antidote for gentrification. And this is our first project. Our next project following this that we're working on will be to put a K-8 school in the district.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. And what's the anticipated progress, date, and time? I know that's always the hardest thing in your kind of project.
It is. You would expect to see the apartments, I think, by the middle or the end of 2020.
Oh, really?
That's
soon. That's great.
We'll close with our partner, probably in June, July, or August area.
Wow.
And then the K-8 school, which they have chosen a site. We're negotiating right now with the city on the site.
Oh, wonderful.
And that would come about in possibly 2019, most likely 2020.
Wow. Okay, so both of those projects should have some progress and development in 2020.
Yes, they will feed off each other to a certain extent.
Yes, I can imagine. So there'll be people who have families who can come in at all different income levels. And when you say it's an antidote to gentrification, I love that phrase. It's a wonderful phrase. Talk more about that.
Well, you have to understand downtown development and the history of downtown. And once they were first originally laid out like San Marco and Avondale and Springfield, there's always a commercial district in the center, and then there's usually multifamily around that. Then around that, if you can think about it as a donut hole, and around the multifamily are single family, and around those are estate homes. That means that everybody of different incomes are all going to the same dry cleaner. They're going to the San Marco movie theater. So there's a mix of incomes which feed off each other in comparison to a gated community, which is you typically find in the suburbs.
Right. So what's great about that is that it lifts everybody, it educates everybody, and people of all different walks of life get to know each other. And I assume that that promotes greater camaraderie and peace in the community.
It creates a neighborhood, a sense of place, and a sense of pride. And that's what we're attempting to do.
That's one of the most important things. Now, I know you've been involved with downtown Jacksonville for a very long time, and you've won a number of awards. What are the things that have been most exciting to you to be involved with?
Well, I grew up in an urban area in upstate New York, and we had enormous park systems, and we have fabulous park systems here in Jacksonville, too.
We do.
Many of them are in the core city area.
Yes.
So most of what I did as an elected official was focus on those big Olmsted parks,
yes,
and bring them back to life again. And I received a couple of awards for that, but it was a labor of love, really. Public service has been a big hallmark of my career over the years, and it's very rewarding and very frustrating at times.
Well, you have to be very diplomatic. I know that, right? And patient,
right,
correct?
Yeah. Patient is the key.
So people are always interested to learn more about this, and they want to learn more about all the different projects that you're involved with. So what is the best way for them to find out more information about this exciting development in the Cathedral District?
Well, we just launched this week a soft launch of our website, which is cathedraldistrict-jax.org.
Cathedral District Jax-org.
.org.
So that dash is important, folks. Cathedral District Jax.
We had to do that because, believe it or not, there are other cathedral districts in the United States. So when we corralled our domain name, we had to do something a little bit different.
Well, thank you so much. You are definitely a woman who's blazing trails in the city. You're making such a difference, and we're delighted to have you with us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. And coming up next, we'll be having our Success Sparks.
Massage Envy revolutionizes your massage. Introducing Simi Boost, 6 highly concentrated serums with active ingredients that deliver skin-enhancing benefits for your entire body. Combine them with our new specially formulated massage lotions to offer skin-enhancing benefits to your massage experience. Discover your Simi Boost today, an innovative boost to your total body care routine, only at Massage Envy.
Welcome to the Fuel Your Fire segment of Ignite Success. We've got 2 fascinating women from the healthcare field, Ann Bittinger from the Bittinger Law Group and Dr. Leila Simonon from Baptist MD Anderson Cancer Center. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Ann, I understand that out of all the new physicians coming out, there's an incredible statistic about how many of them are women.
It is incredible. Under age 35, 60% are women.
Wow.
It's crazy. And if you go up to under age 44, it's over half still.
Wow. And so women physicians as well as women have been nurses. Women are so important to our healthcare system. They're absolutely critical. Now, I know that you represent a number of women in the healthcare industry. Someone who doesn't know this industry might wonder, why would a physician, particularly a female physician, need an attorney?
Absolutely. Well, almost every physician in America, I'd say probably about 95%, have a physician employment agreement.
Okay.
They're often 30, 25 pages long.
Wow.
And contain a lot of things, one of which might be a non-compete. They're not usually just paid a flat salary.
Oh.
So the salary and compensation structures are very sophisticated nowadays. So it really does take a specialist in physician employment agreements to help guide them through that process.
And so I would think that one of the big issues that has come up is maternity leave for female physicians.
Absolutely. I get asked that more and more, and I'm thrilled that women are asking. It's a touchy subject.
Yes.
And one thing that is concerning is I rarely, if I want to say never, have I seen a standard 30-page agreement that mentions maternity leave.
It's just not in there.
It's
Never.
not in there.
Wow, wow. And that's so important.
Absolutely.
I mean, we're trying to have whole women who have full lives and work-life balance, and to leave that out is just a sin, it seems like. It's a real shame. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so how to approach it is interesting. For example, sometimes I'll do just a simple clause that says 16 weeks of maternity leave, 4 of which are paid.
Oh, wow. Okay, great. So, Laila, thank you for being here with us. I understand.
Great to be here.
Oh, it's wonderful. I understand you have an incredible innovation that you're kind of a pioneer in. It's called oncoplastic surgery for breast cancer patients. Is that right?
Correct. So this is a technique that has been getting more momentum over the years. I can't say I'm the pioneer. It actually started in Europe, but it's I've learned to do it a lot better and even master it, I feel. So this is it's not your grandmother's mastectomy or your grandmother's, even your mom's lumpectomy, where the breast would be deformed for the rest of a woman's life. We want the women to feel like they've never had cancer in the first place. So we want the breast to look as normal as it did before the cancer treatment, before the surgery, and if we can even make it look better, that's our goal.
So I have 3 people in my life who've had radical mastectomies, and then they had to have multiple reconstructive surgeries. Very painful, very expensive. You do everything in one procedure, is that correct?
We try.
Yeah.
We can, more and more women can have breast preservation, which is lumpectomy with radiation. But the lumpectomy has to be done in a way where you can get clear around the tumor, but also not leave a woman with a big hole in their breast.
Right.
So you have to reconstruct that breast in a way that looks whole and has a normal shape and normal contour. So we use a lot of plastic surgery techniques where we mobilize flaps and pedicles to fill in and shape the breast back to normal again, or maybe give them a breast reduction or a lift. Sometimes we have to lift the other breast to make them look even. And those things really have changed how many more women can get breast conservation rather than having a mastectomy, because no matter how good the plastic surgeon is, a mastectomy is like an amputation of a body part.
Wow.
And it doesn't really have feeling.
Wow.
So it's a lifelong change that you can't really reverse.
Well, this sounds wonderful. I mean, it sounds like a fabulous alternative for women, because I think there have been too many mastectomies, and it can be very painful, I know.
Yes.
So how can women learn more about each of you? How can they get in touch with you, Em?
My website is www.bittingerlaw.com.
And how about you, Laila?
So I work at Baptist MD Anderson Cancer Center, and their website is endcancerjax.com or bmcjax.com. And I know you can go to the Baptist MD Anderson website, and we have a central line that people can call in, 202-7300.
Well, thank you so much for being here, and thanks for all that you do. This is a wonderful way to fuel your fire, and coming up next is Blazing Trails.
Big event or party at your home or business? The Jacksonville Party Company. Stress-free, flawless, and memorable. Whether it's for children, a retirement, a wedding, or other social or professional activity, it's stress-free, flawless, and memorable when you involve the Jacksonville Party Company. Contact them today to get your event launched at jacksonvillepartycompany.com.
Welcome to the Massage Envy Wellness Minute. My name is Danny, and I've been a wellness consultant for 6 years, and today I'm here to talk to you about facial enhancement. At Massage Envy, we offer 5 different facial enhancements to complement your session and target some of those areas that are often forgotten. Whether it be dark circles, dry or cracked lips, a wrinkly neck and décolleté, or dry hands and feet, we have an enhancement for you. Our anti-aging eye treatment is the most popular enhancement that we have because it can help reduce those visible signs of stress and aging that we all experience on a daily basis. It's designed to help reduce puffiness, dark circles, and fine lines and wrinkles under the eye, which we can all use. Another one of our popular enhancements is the exfoliating lip treatment. It's designed to remove any dead skin cells, leaving the lips feeling soft and hydrated. All of these enhancements are going to be 10-minute applications incorporated within your 60 or 90-minute Healthy Skin facial.
Visit www.massageenvy.com and schedule your visit today.
This is the Success Sparks segment of Ignite Success, and with me today is Suzanne Hudson-Smith of Players by the Sea out at the beaches. Suzanne is the executive director. She's also been an actress, a director, a fundraiser, so you do it all there, right?
I do it all, many hats.
So what kinds of things have you acted in the past?
Oh my gosh. In many plays, I'm not a triple threat, so musicals aren't my forte, though I did play Lucy, and I think that was typecast in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown.
Oh, there you go.
But I love plays, and I love comedies and classics, so I've been in a lot of two women shows. I did Search for Signs of Intelligent Life.
Oh, wonderful.
And so you're just hanging out there by yourself on that one.
Yeah, I saw Lily Tomlin in that in New York. That's
Incredible.
A wonderful show.
Incredible work.
So why is theater good for women?
Theater is so good for women on so many levels. It gives us that opportunity, one, to take on roles and to really expand our own horizons in working with a cast, and that's nothing more than a team. But for theater and women, it is really taking on those leadership roles, stepping forward, stepping out, growing our presence in front of a lot of people. And that's just what it's done for me when I started when I was in early years in school. But you could see a lot of community talent coming up that are blossoming during the course of a show and really gaining confidence to get out there and be more exposed to a lot of different art.
And so for women going to the theater, obviously the pleasure of getting out of your own life and, you know, spending time enjoying another story, another experience. Can you talk about that a bit?
Well, it's an opportunity to see women in other roles. And so I think as we get on stage as women and are in plays or musicals, we sort of become those mentors for a lot of women who are in the audience. They see something of themselves in the person performing, or they see something of themselves in the character. So it allows a lot of women, and we've connected with a lot at Players by the Sea, who want to come back and get involved.
Oh,
and that's
volunteer.
That's the key.
Oh, that's terrific.
Yeah.
So I know that Players by the Sea has some education programs too. Tell us about that.
I have a brand new education program, and it's called Creativity Behind the Curtain. And this program, I created it because I saw that there was a gap in technical theater, which is all the magic that happens behind the scenes, from props to lighting to sound to set building and design to set painting. Not a lot of women were being introduced to that. We're not talking about that with students. We're talking about performance. But there's a whole career opportunity for professionals and volunteers who are interested in getting more experience in doing technical work. So we created Creativity Behind the Curtain. We're working with Pace Center for Girls, and they are bringing in young women who need exposure to opportunities in other careers.
Which is wonderful. I mean, Pace Center for Girls does great work.
Absolutely,
I volunteered for them. They're a great organization. And so I know you've got Bridges of Madison County coming up. Talk to us about that.
That's right. Talk about a wonderful story. It was a book, a best-selling book, then became a wonderful movie.
Meryl Streep,
Streep. And now it's the musical version on our stage. It's the Northeast Florida premiere for this show. We were lucky to grab hold of it. And it's a wonderful story focused on Francesca, who has to make decisions between duty and destiny when it comes to an unknowing experience in a meeting of Robert Kincaid. What does she do with that? And how does she maneuver through it? And I think it says a lot about decisions we all have to make. And it's a show people are really going to talk about after they see it. Beautiful, beautiful music and a wonderful presentation happening right now.
And what about people going to that? How long is the show airing?
It'll open January 25th and it runs through February 16th. So we have a multiple run there, so plenty of dates to choose from. And the show lasts about 2 hours to 2 hours 15. So you'll be in and out. Starts at 8 ends at about 10:15, 10:30.
And so what's the best way, Suzanne, for people to find out more about what's happening at Players by the Sea?
The absolutely best way is to go to our website, and that is at www.playersbythesea.org. And if you're interested in more information and want to make a reservation, you can do it online or call us at 904-249-0289.
Thank you so much, Suzanne. We really appreciate having you here. And
thank you.
You can find some great ways to relax and enjoy yourselves at Players by the Sea. Coming up next is our Keep the Fire Burning segment, so stay tuned.
Enjoy doing Home and Garden TV with you, but you know, you can't take Home and Garden TV in the car, in the boat, or out jogging. Thankfully, we have Home and Garden Radio. Home and Garden Radio shows heard every single Saturday from 6 a.m. until 8 a.m. on News 104.5 WOKV. Hope you'll join us then. And again, it's News 104.5 WOKV Saturdays, 6 a.m. till 8 a.m. See you then.
Are you looking for a new employment opportunity, an employee opportunity, a company vehicle, paid holidays and vacations, a retirement plan? Please visit jackshandymanjobs.com. That's jackshandymanjobs.com to learn more and apply.
This is the Keep the Fire Burning segment today of Ignite Success. And we're going to talk today about something that most women don't think anything about, and that is loneliness. Many of our viewers are professional women, and the truth is that the more you work, the more exhausted that you are. And the more exhausted that you are, the lonelier you are. And that's dangerous to your health. And here's why. Dr. Oz commissioned a study in 2016, and what they found is that 60% of American women are lonely. 20% are lonely all the time. And that's a really sad thing because that impacts your health so much if you are lonely. Here's why. Because your cortisol levels, your stress hormones, rise when you're lonely. And when you're around other people and enjoying yourself and connecting with other people, your serotonin, your feel-good hormones rise and your cortisol levels go down. If you are lonely on a regular basis, you have really impacted your longevity. It decreases your longevity, your life extension, by 70%. It also results in a 3.3-fold increase in breast cancer, which we were just talking about. 9 million women in Britain are lonely, so much so they're so concerned about this that they've created a minister of loneliness. And loneliness impacts your immune system. It has so many adverse effects on your health. So what do you do about loneliness? How do we get through this? How can we get over this hump? Particularly if you're a solo entrepreneur. And 80%, over 89% of the women business owners in this country are solopreneurs. So you've got to get out there. And if you are in business, one of the best things that you can do is join the Jacksonville Regional Chamber of Commerce. I've been a member myself for the entire time that I've lived here in Jacksonville, about 13 years now, and there are 10 councils where you can go and network and have breakfast, lunch, or dinner and get to know people. I belong to the Professional Women's Council. I've been on the board for years. This is a great organization of women. We come together the first and third Wednesdays of every month at Maggiano's, and you have an opportunity to do business with other women, make friends, network, and have a great time. If you are an entrepreneur, you may find benefit from women business owners groups or several of the other entrepreneurial groups out there. The Jacksonville Women's Business Center offers education programs and networking for you, and that's another resource. And a great one also is meetup.com. No matter what your interests are, no matter what your hobbies, you can find a group that fits it. They're for women of all ages, all ethnicities, all types of work, all types of crafts and hobbies. So you're sure to find someone who has something similar to you. And taking a course is another great way to connect with other women. I can tell you that I met one of my dear friends in a yoga class, and she was sitting next to me and we struck up a conversation. So finding ways to learn. And you also want to cultivate women who are more successful than you are. because they say that we are the sum result of the 5 people we spend the most time with. So you want to surround yourself with positive people, people who reflect well back to you, people who are thriving and successful and will help you lift yourself and be even more effective in your work world. You also want to be healthier, and so don't just plan your days to get up, take care of the kids, get your husband off to work, you go off to work, you work all day, pick up the kids, their activities, go to the grocery store, make dinner, and take care of your family and go to bed. That's not going to serve you. You need to schedule in time in your calendar to go and network and meet new people and learn new things and grow. You need to spend time in your schedule with friends doing things that make you laugh. Make it an integral part of your day so that friendship and loneliness is something that you don't have to worry about anymore. You have friends who are checking in on you on a regular basis, lifting you up and celebrating your successes. So check out meetout.com, check out Jacksonville Regional Chamber of Commerce, find women who have similar interests and hobbies, take courses, find ways to get yourself out there and connecting with other women so that you can live a longer, healthier life and you can ignite your own success.
Text BOOST to 82257 for your chance to win a free See Me Boost and a 30-minute service upgrade.
It's not the fire in the fireplace that damages your chimney, it's the moisture. That's why the Chimney Safety Institute of America recommends an annual cleaning and inspection of your fireplace, regardless of how often you use it. The chimney technicians at Chimney Champions clean your chimney, then use the ChimScan video system to do a complete inspection of your system to ensure your home is safe. You can trust Chimney Champions to clean and inspect your chimney. Call 268-7200 or visit chimneychampions.com.
This has been Ignite Success with Buzz TV. Today we've had on some very interesting women. You've heard from Ginny Myrick about Myrick Policy Group and what they're doing downtown in the Cathedral District. You've learned about oncoplastic surgery from Dr. Leila Simonon. And you've learned how important it is for women physicians to get legal representation. You've learned about educational opportunities and the fun you can have at Players by the Sea. You want to make sure you get to Madison, the bridges of Madison County. And you've also learned how important it is to curb your loneliness so that you can be happier, healthier, and more effective. This is a show about women for women. I hope that you'll use these tips and tools that you've learned from all of our guests and ignite your success.